There we go. Okay. For all of you who expected something funny and everything, sorry, I'm back. Okay. And quite honestly, I can't believe it's been 20 years since our 10-year reunion. Well, that's kind of funny. Okay, so I did this for our 10-year. I did it for our 20-year. And apparently I'm the only guy who's smart enough or dumb enough to say, okay, I'll do it again. So we all were charged like $75 a meal for this. I don't get a dime. And you're going to pay for it. Okay, Dan and Phil, stand up. Stand up. Stand on your chairs. They decided, which I think is awesome. These guys, you know, they're great, great people. They decided to wear their dress shorts here tonight. Wow. Maybe next time have your mom iron it. Okay? Nice. Nice. Okay, so I heard there was who was at the deal last night? A lot of you guys were there. Heard it was a great time. A lot of fun, a lot of stories, a lot of good things. A lot of stories that I've heard. Okay, in advance, and there's no repeat. Eddie, I mean, separate you. Okay, in advance of what he, or maybe of what he might have said last night, in the future of what he might say tonight, and anything he might do tonight, I'd like to apologize for Gary Farwell. Okay, so we had, who golfed today? The nice little crew that golfed. We had a great time, wonderful. If you ever have a chance to golf with Gary Farwell, don't. It's an adventure. To go find your ball. You're over here. Gary, it's to the left. It's to the left. Huh? It's to the left. Okay, we go over here with that. It's where do you hit it, Mike? It's right there. Over here? No. We made it though, Gary. We were the most mediocre golfers besides the Norquist, who were not good at all. We saw it. And they brought a. You want to share with us, Gary, or are you going to do this? Yeah, you did swing like that. Okay. Here's where you know I'm not a professional. I read this crap. Okay, so my wife grew up in Meridian, and she graduated with about 700 people. So I remember our 10-year reunion. As we're driving, we lived in Seattle at the time. We drove to Moscow, and I'm all excited because, we grew up together, and so we've known each other for years and years and years and years. Maybe not the same elementary school, but we knew each other. So as we go to our reunion, we have a wonderful time, and then we go to my wife's reunion a couple years later, and she's in this huge school, 700 people she graduated with. And I'm thinking, oh wow, this would be pretty cool. There's 700 people. And she goes, just to let you know, Mike, I'm not going to know very many people. It's like, crap, we had 700 people. How do you not know a bunch of people? But they get in these small little groups because there's so many people that they just don't know anybody. And so it's cool that we grew up in a big enough place that we know virtually everybody. It's like, Gary McCoy. It's like it's awesome. And Brent Brennicky. We know each other. We play football. Don't laugh, Luzon. But we know, I know your names now. I know it's John. Don't worry about it. But we knew each other, and that's pretty cool. To be able to, we come here, we have a lot of fun, and we've known each other, and we can recognize each other for the most part. Sorry, Betty, I didn't recognize you at first. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, but that's Betty Beaker's in the house. Yeah! Okay, next picture.
I'm sure you're still trying to figure out it.
Okay, so a lot of us have traveled huge distances to get here. As you can tell, I'm a fit guy. Shirley. I'm P90. Yeah. Look at Garrett. Oh, we pick on you, Phil? Phil's P60 because he went around, came right back to where he started from, okay? So I jogged down here this morning on my bad knee. So so we have people who lives in Moscow. Awesome. That's awesome, and I am so much jealous of you guys. Who lives in Moscow? I know we have some Pullman people here. Yeah. I'll tell you, I don't know about you. My kids, if I'm a Moscow bear, I would never have my kids go to Pullman. I have a senior who goes to Freeman High School. And it's a small little community farming school, 250 people. Last week they played Pullman High School in Pullman. And my buddy Dan, love Dan to death, came to the game wearing a Pullman Greyhound hat. He is bleeding from the inside. Okay, so who is that? Who's gone? I'm from the Spokane area. Who's come from Spokane area? There we go. Okay, from Boise. Who's come from the Boise area? There we go, Pat. Okay, who has come from maybe Seattle? There we go. Nice. Portland. Who has come from like 2 states away?
SoCal.
SoCal people. Arizona. No cap. Who's come the furthest?
I think Chicago.
Chicago. Outstanding. Outstanding. Who drove our tractor from Palouse? And did you get pulled over on that?
That was a good one.
Wow, congratulations, Andy. Okay, so for Shelley for traveling the longest from Chicago. Outstanding. You need something to do on the way home. So you get a game of big fish, little fish. Safety test. Okay, some things have changed, you know, as we all have, or some or majority or a bunch of us have kids, or maybe no kids, or no people who were smaller than us. But hey, there is an opening for year 40. Okay, so cell phones. You know, just think of when we were in high school and we could have texted our girlfriends and boyfriends, and now our kids are doing that in school, and even though they're not supposed to, but they do. Cell phones are huge. So and we've all done this, even though we said, "Oh, I never," you know, I'm not doing that. I have a cell phone. I don't need. So okay, I need a cell phone. I'm not going to text. I don't need text. Oh yeah, I need text. Matter of fact, my wife started texting. This has been a number of years ago. She could figure out how to text, and I couldn't. And so she was texting me, and it's like I can't do this, and I'm mad and upset, and I used a word that probably shouldn't have used. But apparently I pushed the word send first. And so she hears me saying this. And then she calls me. Why are you cussing at me? Oh. I was. Didn't mean to, sorry. But now that we all text religiously, and we texted the weirdest stuff. It's like, I'm in aisle 4 at the grocery store. My wife's in aisle 6. Where are you? Who's done that? Who has done that? And if your hand's not in the air, you're lying. Yeah, you do that. And this is another one you do. We have a 2-story house. We text our kids. Our kids text us from downstairs to upstairs. And how come you, the good old-fashioned times, you just yell, AJ! Dinner! That's the good times. We don't do that anymore. You still yell. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay, so let's disclose a little bit of ourselves. And granted, this is a small, little group. Who has brought a different person to each reunion? Well, here you go.
Get out! Kim out! This is the best one.
Well, whose date has not had their 10-year reunion? Let's that's not happening. I know that. Where's Linda?
Over here.
Oh, where Okay, so we want to find out who has the youngest kids. So I have a 19. Think about this. 19 and 17-year-old. Who has the youngest kid? Who has a
Talking grandkids or kids?
That's a good question. That's another question. That is a good question.
Oh, you early bragger, you.
Who was married?
Okay, so Ted has a 6-year-old.
Right?
Ted is, does anybody have younger than a 6-year-old?
Is that right?
Gary's got a 6-year-old.
Wow. Anybody have younger than a 6-year-old? What?
No, she's 6.
Oh.
Hey, Brad has asked him exactly how old.
He's asking the wrong person.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty close to 6 at least, right? Wow, 6-year-old. You guys have a long ways to go. Who are empty nesters? Nice.
Hey, Mike, just get right ahead. Who's got the oldest child?
Okay, here's a gimme. Who has the oldest kid here, Eddie?
Barbie, Elsa.
She's not here. Elsa's not here.
She was 3 months ahead of us.
What an overachiever. That's what we're calling
Our
it.
oldest daughter will be 32 years old.
One. What?
Okay, here goes. Okay, you try.
Please write this down. September 15th, 2012, from Eddie, Julie was right. Okay, so, listen, okay, who is, since we're physically fit people, who has run a marathon? Who's done that? Three. There we go. Ryan, great job. Outstanding. Who has driven one? Yeah. Okay, just as we apparently are getting older, and we change a little bit. Who has changed the least?
Ted.
Ted Sharp.
Michael. The 3 of us, I think you're right. Okay, so just because I do not want, because the 3 of us were nominated, I'm up here with Mike, and I don't want to take all the glory. So we guys, to change things up, here you go. Here's your gonna change things up. Here you go. Ted.
Next reunion, you gotta wear it.
I would give this to you, Shelley, but I don't think Don wants you to have a mustache.
Nice.
How about these teeth, though?
You gotta wear them next reunion so we won't recognize you.
Okay, just as I look around the crowd, and I know some of you people, guys, are graying a little bit. And I'm one of those. To you ladies, gray is sexy. As far as you know. Okay, let's have hands. Okay. Who has more hair on their back than on their head? Wait, ladies too. I'm trying. Okay, so this happened to me, and embarrassing as it is. The other day I was driving. When you guys are done, I'll continue. And then that one thing happened, and then it was funny. I'll tell you, that's South Dakota talk right there. So the other day I was driving down the road. It was early enough in the morning. The sun was coming through my window in the car, and I look in the rearview mirror, and I see this hair that's kind of sticking out. It's like, oh, they didn't comb that thing. And so I'm like, and I find it, and it's attached to my ear. And this thing is not, it's like, oh. It is like has a life of its own. And it's like, what the hell? That was not there yesterday. I'm not the only person this has happened to. I know that. And he's like, how in the hell am I going to get this off my ear by the time I get to work? Because I know I'm going to get to work and people are going to go, oh my God, you see, my kid's got like foot-long hair on his ear. But welcome to be getting old. That's happened to you guys, right?
Where's your cheaters?
Yeah, who needs who uses cheaters? Yeah. Those of you who don't, lie. Okay, now television from '82 to now has taken a whole new. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we had like 6 channels growing up, and 4 of them were PBS. Now we have like 14 billion channels that you're forced to buy, and you watch 7 of them because you can't. I don't understand the rest of them. Oh, I'll get that. Let's put our phones on mute, please. But the good thing though is now you can DVR things, so you can fast forward all those horrible commercials. And some of those commercials are not good, and they're uncomfortable because what happens is you have your family, it's Thanksgiving, and you're watching football, and you have hors d'oeuvres, and you're watching, oh, it's awesome. You have your kids, and you have your parents, and oh, having a great time, and then the commercial comes up. Oh, talking about that special thing. When you need to have that special pill to make that special moment arise. And you're all just like, no eye contact with your kids, no eye contact with your parents especially, and it keeps on going and going and going. I mean the commercial.
It's longer than 4 hours.
4 hours.
Well, and that's Elaine, thank you very much. And then they have those things like, do not take this pill if you if you have high blood pressure, low blood pressure, air pressure in your tire. When can I take it? But if you have this certain thing that happens for 4 hours, call a doctor. I'm not sure about you. I'm not calling a doctor. I'm calling my buddies. And it's like, hey, dude, you would not believe this. I'm on hour 3. Eddie, you did that. You big bragger. Exactly.
Text it.
Well, but TV, at least there's some quality stuff going on, though. You get reality TV. when you realize your life is not as big of a train wreck as these people showing up on TV, and it's like, oh my goodness, why are we watching this? But we do. Okay, who has a Facebook account?
Some people don't.
I don't. I should, because I know I would enjoy hearing things about everybody else. But my wife has one, and we get the Facebook accounts that are, had an omelet for breakfast. Don't care. Post your political and religious views. Don't care. It's a great thing, but it's like, oh my. Okay, so the other day, and apparently we're not young anymore. On my email, I got a email to join AARP. That's horrible.
What is it?
And no, we're not that old, and my wife's younger than me. But apparently there's some pretty cool stuff with it, though. You can get a bi-monthly AARP magazine. Don, wait, you're full-fledged member, aren't you? You get some travel discounts. I think you go to McDonald's and you get like a cup of coffee for $0.25 or something like that. I have no idea. And there's an advocate. That thing. Oh, say it out loud. There we go, group. In Washington D.C. I didn't do it. So, just to let you know, it's coming. Right? We're a couple years away. You guys, I'm not.
We'll all be members of the next reunion.
Yeah, we're all out.
Okay, so this just got me joking.
Next month.
So I'm looking for some follically challenged gentlemen. Not me, because I'm looking at you guys. There's a lot right there. Kinda, sorta. Well, there you go. Thank you. So there's some people that really need help with combing their hair, and we're happy to help them with that with the Bald Man's Comb. Eddie Gray. Come here.
Let's see it. Come on. Bring that out.
The hat's on there to hide it.
There you go.
And we're here to help.
Sex machine.
Beach.
That's cool.
He's gonna use it.
And it will be well used. Okay, so in closing of our meeting here, every time my folks still live here. I have a son going to school here, so I come down here enough that I get to see Moscow, and I love Moscow, and it was a wonderful place to grow up. It's a wonderful place to visit, and it is a wonderful place to graduate from high school because there's so many wonderful people here. And I do believe we are very lucky that we can call Moscow our hometown and be able to come back here and just enjoy in a different way than we did when we were kids, but enjoy being from Moscow, or at least currently living in Moscow, and say, you know what, this is awesome. There's a lot worse places to grow up. And we done, our parents left us here, and that was good. So, thank you everyone for coming tonight. We appreciate it, and can't wait for year 40, year 31.
It's not an easy thing to do. Every 10 years. Well, it's funny, he was talking about, Brandy and I walked around Moscow today, and we live fairly close, Spokane, but we don't get down here very often. And everything, it just seems so different to those of us when we come back. Like, didn't 6th Street Hill used to be exactly straight up and down, and it was about 2 miles long? And that thing was crazy. I remember driving around it. I was too scared to drive up or down when I first got my license, but things changed. And also, next 10 years from now, you guys can all be a huge help by encouraging our classmates to come to the next one. 10 years, the 10-year reunion. Who was here at 10 years? Who went to the 10-year reunion? Remember, it was a big venue. I don't remember because I wasn't there. But anyway, if I was, I saw the pictures. It was a really big venue. And then the 20-year, it was a pretty good turnout. It was at the Best Western. It was in a banquet room. And who was at the 20-year? So it was a pretty good turnout for 20. So we kind of went from this really big venue to this banquet room, and now we're in a barn. And if you're from Moscow, could you raise your hands and also keep them raised if you have like a lawnmower garage thing in your backyard that could meet in 40 years. So we could meet there. But anyway, you could really help us out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Quan 9, yeah, bring the keg. Where's Pat Amos? We need you to bring the keg again. This time we'll try to keep you out of jail. But also, I'd like to recognize a couple of people. Howard Youthman, would you stand up? And you're being recognized. Howard is being recognized tonight because he's married to Jandy. Now you can sit down. Where's Jandy? Come here, Jandy. Come on in here. Jandy, big round of applause for Jandy Youthman. Come in here, Jandy. We have a gift. This is Wawawi Canyon Wineries. I guess best bottle they have. And so we would like you to have this. She did a great job of helping us put this together and getting the information out and things organized. So thank you very much, Jandy. We are so happy that you're married to Howard. Probably sometimes happier than you are. But anyway, thank you once again. Pass it right over. So thank you very much, Jandy. By the way, I don't know if you guys, I brought my senior yearbook. I saw it getting passed around there, so I know a lot of you didn't really like me then, so this is your second chance to sign that 30 years later. Maybe, or those that did sign it and weren't very nice, Win Mosman, you may even have a second chance at writing something a little nicer this time around. So, thank you once again. We are going to have a little more music here and some socializing, and then 82 trivia. If you guys want to play some more, so you got a couple more bottles of wine to give away. So have fun, get some more drinks, get some blood flowing in your legs again, and let's have some fun. So thank you. And once again, Mike, Paul, thank you very much.